So when I imagined doing this, it was standing in a circle, but this is beautiful, the way everybody is organically just sitting. So I'd like you to just look at the person who's next to you, or choose a person. And if you don't have anyone, look across, maybe find somebody that you can say a word to or two. So I'm going to ask you, could you help me model? All right, I need a partner. Thank you.
I found it.
Thank you so much. All right, I found it. We were talking back there, and I must have left it on the ground. Thank you so much. So when Beth was talking to me about this gathering, there were a few things that came through for me, and I'm hoping that you're going to vibe with it too. And one of it was about the concept of blessing and how we have an opportunity to put forward in our lives what we want to create. So one of the ways that we can create more positive vibrations in the world, more positive vibrations coming to us, is to bless each other up. And that could just be saying, like, you have the most beautiful smile. Maybe it's, you have the most perfect energy. Oh, thank you so much. It's like a choice in every moment to bless or curse. Bless or curse. Which do you choose? So I thought it might be fun if we practice just a little bit of blessing energy. So I'd just like you to take whoever is next to you and just give them a compliment. She needs it. Oh, she's got it.
I love everybody in their bare feet, so I'm trying to get that. But you have socks. I have my socks on. I just took my sneakers off. You're the odd one out. I am. So you're the rebel? I am. That used to be my nickname. One more of you because you're the rebel. No, rebel. Thank you very much. And actually, I'll get one of all. I don't mean us. I'm doing my best. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you. No, thank you. One more. You're a little far apart from my lens. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. I love you. All right. One more. Yeah.
So now that we started to practice getting in the flow of giving compliments and blessings to each other, that's how we raise the energy and stay high. So I encourage you to do that throughout the weekend. So we're going to have a little journey. We've got these drummers over here who are providing some beautiful music. And I want you to come back into your center a little bit and just take some breaths. And we're going to come up with what it is that we want to let go of. So, you know, like we were saying, the past couple years have been kind of hard. What are the things that you want to release? Is it stress from work? Is it family? Stress from taking care of others? Whatever it is that you want to release from your life, something maybe you've been struggling with for a long time, some habit, something that just isn't quite working out, something that has just been nagging at you maybe for years and years, whatever it might be. We have some paper that is, some of it's coming around, and we're going to write down what it is that we want to let go of on the paper, and then we're going to burn it in the fire. So we've got this fire over here. Perfect way to clear energy is to use the energy of the fire. So you can always use a candle or a fire and bring the energy into your consciousness, into your body, just by using your intention. So we are using a lot of intentionality as we're beginning this ceremony together. Okay. I'm going to help with some of the paper. All right. So we're passing out, thank you so much. So we're passing out these papers so that you get to release, 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 release all the things you no longer need in your life. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Release to the fire, release. All right, everybody together. Creating the energy, let your voice shine. That's what it's all about. Expressing our beauty, the beauty that's inside, letting it out. So, we've got Sharpies. Who needs a Sharpie? You need a Sharpie? All right, let's get a Sharpie over to this lady over here. I see a Sharpie. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Oh, do you need the Sharpie? We'll get you another Sharpie. Okay, we don't have to stop with the intention writing quite yet. So, we're going to get those Sharpies out so you can continue. But in the meantime, while that's happening, I think my cool over there needs a Sharpie. And she needs a Sharpie. She needs one. They need one. Okay, raise your hand if you need a Sharpie. Okay. She over there.
For those who didn't hear me, my cool's sitting over there. I know some of you couldn't hear me. Raise your hand. He is just amazing, and he lives here on the land and is one of the caretakers, and keeps this place beautiful. And we want to keep it beautiful. And his energy, and he's just been so grateful. I'm so grateful for him since the moment I met him. He's been very helpful to us, and I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, to be honest. But that's my cool right there. And if you see him around, thank him for taking care of this property. It's a big property. It takes a lot of work, and I welcomed him to. He asked if it was okay. Like he didn't, and I said, of course, we would love to have you here and be a part of this. So I just wanted to give him a little shout out there.
Yay. So keep writing, but those of you who have already had some things that you want to call in, I'd like to just hear from you. Popcorn it out. What are you calling in? Anyone? What? Better health. Yes. Love and good energy. Did I hear friends over here? Friends. Yes, friends. Let's have really good friendships. Anybody else? Self-love. Value community. balance between those who have a lot and those who don't have as much. May we, as a human race, learn to be a little more generous and share. And especially when it comes to water, may our waterways, lakes, rivers, streams, especially the streams and rivers, may they be free to flow where they are to those who need them. Yes, undam the Colorado. I don't know if you guys know, but I was pretty surprised to find out that Los Angeles and Las Vegas get their water from Colorado, and the residents of Colorado, at least in Salida where I visited, were not allowed to touch the water that was running through their city. What is that? It's ridiculous. It's capitalism. Yes, it is. That's true. That's true. That happens. We could go on about that. But what are we bringing in? We're bringing in energy for rain.